Okay, so we're now on the second intro of this book, which this is actually in the girl's point of view. Erin Doherty, this is her point of view and like what she has to say about this. So in this intro, she's only 15 years old, and this is what she has to say about courting versus dating, or whatever, vice versa, whatever. Um, or what she thinks about purity and stuff. So it's really good. It's really touching, and you're just like, dude, she's 15. What the crap? Oh, I'm sorry. There's like 4 intros. Whatever, same thing. Um, okay, so I'm gonna start. I might do a little bit of commentary on this one. Um, but I don't know. So we'll see. Alright, so preface of 1990. Okay, I'm sorry. They're not intros, introductions. They're prefaces, but whatever, same thing. Anyways, alright. Preface of 1990 edition by Erin Doherty, age 15. A word to teenagers from a teenager. Dating, sex, petting, kissing. Such words are magnetic, drawing one's eyes to read further on the subject. Those teenagers who are immune to desiring the happiness that a member of the opposite sex can bring are few. To be sure, there is nothing wrong with such emotions. The wrong is committed when we allow these emotions to get out of control and cause us to act with innate animalistic instincts, engaging in premarital sexual activity and stirring up passions that quickly become an engulfing flame. She's 15. She is a smart person. Well, she was 15, but I mean, at the age of 15, she was smart. I mean, she already got this. I mean, come on. Okay, so I give her a pause. Pause. Okay, that was dangerous. Don't ever do that. Okay. This is my book, by the way. Anyways, okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, carrying on. Whoa. Okay. We may have the best of intentions and resolve to wait until marriage, maintaining relatively high standards, but when the moment of temptation comes, will we be able to keep ourselves pure? I have asked myself this question many times. I have come to the conclusion that if I focus only on temporal things and short-term pleasures, I will fail when tested. I will fail unless I have a long-term goal for where there is no revelation, the people cast off restraint. Proverbs 29:18. We must start by gaining a vision for future generations. This means joining 3 or 4 generations together in unity. I know that the word says it's uncoil to hang around your old man. I'm sorry, not the word, the world. I don't know if I said the world or the word. Anyway, the world says it's uncoil or to hang around your old man or to be mama's boy, and that they feel the best place for your grandparents is in a nursing home, out of the way. But did God intend for us to become prone to the age barrier, keeping our distance from anyone several years older or younger than we? Did He mean for each generation to struggle through its own problems alone, with no help from those who are wise from experience? I do not believe so. The Old Testament gives me excellent advice concerning this topic. Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. Escalating. I don't even know. Escalates. I apologize. I don't know how to say that word. ECCLESIASTES 412. There have been times when I have learned lessons the hard way, through going through them personally, for I frequently possess the superiority, super, super, superiority, I don't know how to say words, I'm sorry, attitude that often is characteristic of teenagers. I sometimes feel that I know more than my parents, who have simply forgotten what it's like to be a teen. Which I have to say that could be true. I don't know. I feel that way too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What a blessing it has been what a blessing it has been though when I have been willing enough to listen to my parents or teachers' advice, and have been spared much heartache and pain. In fact, it is through hearing testimonies from those older than I that inspired me to embrace God's standards. I had doubts that any system besides dating would be possible, but seeing the final products of happily married couples who waited for God's best has convinced me that it can work. Not to say that it is easy, believe me, with all of the sensuality that the world is flirting with, it is difficult not to be affected emotionally by all of the lustful images portrayed in commercials, movies, magazines, etc. It is even harder to abstain from such sin when the majority of your peers seem to be having the time of their lives, experiencing their first kiss, going to a prom with the cutest guy or the most popular girl around, or going steady with someone special. What we must realize, though, is that the consequences of the dating pattern leave their mark on those who practice it. Who knows about the rejection that follows a breakup except those that go through it? Who but the unwed mother who makes the decision knows the agony of being forced to give her baby up for adoption? Who understands the betrayal and worthlessness that one feels after having given up their virginity until it is too late? See, those are all really good points. I'm just saying, like, for real. Okay. We must learn to sacrifice temporal pleasures for eternal gain. The thrill of having obeyed God's commands far exceeds any thrill of sexual acts. I go to a small Christian school in which the ratio of girls to boys is about 2 to 1. And at times there has only been one boy in the high school. It's hard sometimes to sacrifice the interactions between boys and girls, when at another school there are many to choose from, but I feel that it's worth it. I have found it helpful to look at sex and the other great benefits of marriage as a great big present wrapped in a do not open until death. Okay, this part's kind of hilarious. Okay. I have found it helpful to look at sex and the other great benefits of marriage as a great big present wrapped with a do not open until December 25th tag on it. We all remember what it was like as a young child to walk around the Christmas tree trying to guess what was in each uniquely shaped box and wondering what kind of pleasure it will bring us. There are always those who just can't wait and feel compelled to peel away just one tiny edge of the paper. Of course, the suspense mounts, and before long the gift is completely revealed. The disappointment of knowing that there will not be any surprise on Christmas Day and the frustration brought about from the impatient act ruin the pleasure that the child would not receive if he had waited. So basically, okay, so I'm gonna have to make a second part to this. But anyway, so basically, what she is saying like that is because, like, you know, when you were like a little kid and you know all your presents would be wrapped under the tree, and you know your parents were like, no, you can't open it until December 25th, and you were like, oh, come on, yeah, like she's like saying like all the benefits of marriage, like sex, uh, sex mostly is, like she looks at it as like a present under your Christmas tree, and she just, there's just like people want to know what it's like to be like married, to experience those things that married couples experience, like true love. And she's saying if we open it early, not with someone who is not our potential other, to someone who we are not going to marry, then like the whole present is ruined. Like there's nothing left. Like like the surprise is ruined. We already know what it feels like. We already know, the pleasures it brings us. So like, it just kind of like ruins that pleasure for us for when we're married. Whereas, if and we won't enjoy the gift as much because we already know what it is. But if we wait until Christmas, or in other words, if we wait until we are married to have sex, then we open this gift, and on Christmas Day, um, or on our marriage night, or whenever, and after we're married, and we'll be able to, it'll bring us much pleasure, and we'll be able to enjoy it more because we were surprised. Like it'll bring us more pleasure in stuff because we're experiencing these things for the first time in our marriage. Like we didn't experience it before our marriage, we experienced it during our marriage. And it's it's that's basically what it's saying. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, but yeah, I love that saying. It's probably my favorite so far because It's so true. That's the thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a second part to this because obviously it's like 10 minutes and I feel bad. So, I will make a second part. Bye for now.